did you open the physical copy? Sorry. Okay, good. Yeah. So you just focus on that. So I should go to new folder or what? 哪里啊？这个啊it should be this one. What is this? Oh, nothing to do with that. So okay, so where should so you only have the solution, right? Okay. Not as done. So when are you going to get back your this Chromebook, right? A month. What's wrong with your Chromebook, by the way? You mm-hmm. Oh, why so? Hmm? Because of a teacher? What do you mean by that? Wow. Okay, got it. Understand. Who's this? Hello, who's that?
Sir, am I speaking to Mr. Lu Yukam?
Yes, speaking, but I'm busy, yes.
Oh, sorry, may I call you back later then?
What is it regarding?
I'm calling from OCBC Bank. I just want to advise you on the pay now transfer that occurred yesterday from your account. So, just need to do a quick verification. It won't take more than 2 minutes.
Pay now transfer?
So this might be a recurring transfer, it's an online transfer.
Yep, good. I'm okay with that. Yep, I received that. It's a $16 or $8, yeah. Yep,
Okay, all right.
yep, good. Thanks.
So
Bye. Yep. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so okay, yeah. Things happen, yes. Yes. Are you supposed to do this? Okay, yes. Let's look at the graph first. Can I take a look at your graph? Draw on graph paper. Do you draw?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You never get it here, right? No. Okay, good. So let me look at your graph. Okay. This is the picture. No labeling, leh. Nothing, leh. No labeling. Only got graph, but no labeling. The line, the equation, then they ask you to use the graph to find out things, right? And you're supposed to actually use the ruler to wait. So basically, I just need to get this. What you are supposed to present. Seems like you don't know what you are supposed to present. All right. Yeah, let's start with this question first. Make it smaller. So you don't know what's the expectation, by the way. It's not my expectation, but your school expect the same thing actually. All right. So without the question is a bit hard actually. Okay. So first thing first. So you need to fill up the table first. Okay. So if you look at the table, right? Yeah. So you have the table here. The table. My table is 0, 12, right? Why yours is? Oh. 明白。Just change it to this one. All right. So yes. Okay. Step 1. Fill up the table first. Okay, fill up the table. And the table, how do you fill up the table? So you need to look at the table and then read the question. Okay, so the question says what? The question says at the start, okay, at the start, okay, the height is 12 in the tank. Okay, then what it says is like the height of the water level at the start is 12. Yes, so start at 12. And then tap B pumps out water at a constant rate. So tap B pumps out water, that means water out, okay, by B. Okay, then you have this the height of the water level decreases 2 cm per minute. So basically, right, I need to see that from 12 after 1 minute, then I should be minus 2, right? Should be minus 2 to get 10, right? Okay, then after another minute from 10, I should see minus 2 is get 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you fill up the table, by understanding the question given here. Okay, so yep, your table is correct. Okay, until yeah, for 5 minutes. Okay, so so after this, then once you fill up the table, then you need to follow the instruction. So what's the instruction here? So let me zoom in so that you can see the instruction. So the instruction says draw the graph on a graph paper. Use 2 cm per unit for the horizon. 2 cm per unit. Very good. So this is 2 cm, 1 unit. Okay, for the x-axis. So you must label. Okay, what I realize here is I think this is a bit risky because you max out the space here. So in a way, right, you should give yourself some space here. It's quite dangerous. So what if I have a 6 here? If I have a 6 here, then you have no more space to continue. So this graph is a bit dangerous. Okay, so don't put yourself in this dangerous situation. Okay, next, then it says 1 cm 1 cm per unit. So basically you need to, okay, so why you are wrong here is because how can you start your 12 from here? This is actually your 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? How can you start your 12 here? Let me just quickly draw something for you to see. This is your 0, right? Right? This is your 1, right? This is your 2, this is your 3, right? Can I ask, can you start your 12 here?
No.
What is this point? This is 0. So where is your 12? Bottom. How do you go to 12? You start from 1 first, right?
Yeah.
And then you go 2, right? Then you go 3, right? Then of course, then I keep extending it, right? So in a way, right, if I make use of this graph to draw, so 1 cm 1 unit, so this is your 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now, once again, it's a bit risky. It's a bit risky. So can I ask you a question? What is below 0 here? Let's say if I want to point this, this is -1. Correct. So in a way, right, your whatever below 0 is negative value. So do you think that you start your 0 from here? You look, this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, right? Your 0 start from where? If you have this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, your 0 actually start from the middle, the center of everything. You understand or not? So if I give you another one. Where your 0 start?
The middle.
Here, right?
Yeah.
Center, or the intersection of these two axes, right? This is called the intersection, right?
Yeah.
So if this one is a 0, then this will be your 1, 2, 3. This is your y-axis. So below here is -1, -2, -3. Does it make sense? Then for the x-axis, this is your 1, 2, 3. This way will be -1, -2, -3, right? Am I right? Am I right? So I don't know where you learned this. I don't know where you learned this from. Like your 0 start from here, then suddenly your 0 start from here. I don't know where you learned this from. Okay? So with this, then what you do is 0 is 12, right? It's here, right? Then you plot the points. And then 1 is 10, so 1 is 10. And of course, 2 is 8. 3 is 6. 4 is 4. 5 is 2. So once you get all the points, then you connect them, right? Or you link it up, right? Okay? So once you link it up, then you get a, so you finish this. Finish this question. So the next step is, they say what? Use your graph. Can you see or not? Maybe I should make it bigger. They say use your graph to estimate what's the height when the time is 2.5 minutes. Where's 2.5 minutes? Here, right? Here, right? This is 2 ma. This is 3 ma. So this is 2.5. So I'm teaching you what is expected out of you. So you should point out this 2.5 minutes and then you should use a ruler. You should use a ruler, draw a line up. Okay? Actually, you are supposed to use a, okay. Hold on. You are supposed to use a ruler. 2.5 is here. So you should use a ruler. I freehand, but you are supposed to use a ruler. Okay? And then mark this point. Dotted line. Okay? So this is 7. What's the cm? And then you answer here. So on the graph, you need to mark this. And then you answer here. H 7 cm. So this is expected from your graph. And this is expected from you in the question. That means you have to answer on the graph paper. And then you also need to answer it here. Are you clear? You understand what is expected? Not just write down the answer. You must label it here. Next question. They say a height of 7.5 cm. Where's the height of 7.5? So height of 7.5 is between the 7 and the 8. No?
Yeah.
So between the 7 and the 8, right? So you use a ruler. So in the middle of 7 and 8. So it's somewhere here. Okay? Then you come down. Okay? I'm a little bit off, but because you know why I'm a little bit off? Freehand. So if this is 2.5, I will say it's about 2. In between, so it's 2.25 or 2.3, something like that. Okay, so mark this point, 2.3. Okay, then so you need to label on the graph at the same time you need to answer in the question. So this one, what's the gradient m and the y-intercept? So what's the gradient m? How do you find gradient m? M is equal to, write down the formula, y1, y2, x1 minus x2, right? Make sense? Make sense? Then what you sub in? What do you write? You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay, maybe because your graph is wrong. Let me see. 2.5 here, you come down. If you 2.5, you come down. Let's say I use your graph. If I use your graph, okay, I'm sorry. Let me just. Copy. If I use your graph, right? They ask for 2.5, right? 2.5 is here, right? Right? Then you should come down, ma. You see, right? Then you go to this 7, right? Even though your graph is wrong, but if you follow the method, 2.5 minutes, you still get the answer 7. So now they ask for 7.5. 7.5 is in between this, right? So you come to this one. And then you read. It's also about 2.2, 2.3. Okay? So it seems like you did not use your graph. Okay? So back to the question. So they ask what's the gradient. So how do you find gradient? Which 2 points you pick?
The last two.
These two. Let me just minimize. You mean you pick these two?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So 5 minus 4, 2 minus just should be minus half. You get minus half. 你在做什么？ Okay, hold on. Did I make a mistake?
You put the X.
Correct. So in this case, right? So you see, it's very easy to make mistake. So the T here is my X actually. The H here is my Y. So I'm supposed to put the 2 on top. Okay? Then I'm supposed to put the 5 minus 4 here. Very good. So it's very easy to make mistake. Okay? So it's minus 2, which is the gradient. Then how do you get the Y-intercept? How do you get the Y-intercept? Read, right? Read from?
The graph.
This is the Y-intercept, right?
Yeah.
So the answer is 12. Do you get 12? Yes. Wrong. Why you are wrong? So y equals to mx plus c, right? What's your m? Minus 2. What's your c? 12, right?
Yeah.
So what you do next?
Never put the X.
Why? So what you do next? Okay, you never answer my question. What you do next?
You replace the,
Just replace, right?
Yeah.
Replace what?
the M.
The m with?
Negative 2.
And then?
The C.
12. So the final answer is? This one, right? So why you never give me the x? Okay, when you never write the x, you know what is going to happen? Y is equal to minus 2 plus 12.
You can add the,
Yeah. And when you add, you get? What are you waiting for?
M.
Is this correct?
No.
So without the x, what's the consequence?
You can add the two numbers.
Are you supposed to add the 2 number?
No.
So you don't make this silly mistake. Okay? This is very silly. Like I say, once you get your M, once you get your C, you're going to replace. Sub in or replace. Either word. Okay? Good. Right. So you make a mistake here. Let's delete this. This one done. What's the function? So just then for this one, m is equal to minus 2. C is equal to 12. So this is expected from you on the paper. This is expected from you on the graph. A lot more things than you present. You look at your graph is very empty one. And somehow your graph is wrong now. Okay, but your graph is also very empty. Okay, so what is expected from you? Okay, on the graph is of course you need a label because you finally get the function already. So okay, so this is this much of things is expected from you on the graph, and this much of things is expected from you to answer the question. So when it comes to graph question, you need to answer on the graph plus the question here. Are you clear? Are you clear? Okay, good. Next question. Let me just bring my mouse away. Okay, so the next question is so question 7. This one. So how do you do this question? Okay. Of course, before you do this question, most likely we need to do this question first, because later I will show you this question is actually a more advanced version of this and this. So you need to know how to do this first. First thing first, this is an expression, and this is a equation. I will show you the difference between expression and equation. Can you remember what's the difference?
Expression don't have the equal sign.
Yep, okay, yes, very good. So what to do with expression and what to do with equation, later we'll see. So this is 你坐在哪里啊? Okay, here, right? Okay, good. So let me see. Let me try to do it my way first. Then later I compare my answer to your answer and see if we both are the same or not the same. So over here, I think it's pretty easy. You have a 4, you have a 5, so you need to make it what?
Same denominator.
Same denominator. So what's the same denominator you choose? 20. Okay, good. So how do you get 20? So never skip any step. You times a 5 here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then for this, you times you times what? 4, right? Okay? 对吗? Then after that, then you just open the bracket, right? First arrow, right?
Yeah.
So 10x is 5. Step 1, correct. I think you make a mistake in the second step. What's the mistake here? Now, can you see the minus sign here? So what you do here is, the denominator is 20. What you do on top? 10x plus 5. What you do here?
Bracket.
Yes, you need to put a minus, then bracket the behind one. Okay? Then after that, you open the bracket. What do you get for the first arrow?
Minus 4x.
What do you get for the next arrow?
Positive 12.
Okay, good. And then you underline similar term. So you get 6x above 17, 20. So that's the answer. You know what mistake you make? You never put the bracket. When you never put the bracket, it affects your plus 12 here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Why you need a bracket? Because when you minus here, you minus the whole thing. The 4x minus 12 is the whole thing. How do you tell people this is the whole thing? You bracket it. Remember? Remember last time we talked about the other type of question. Okay? Look How do you do this question? Product of 3 and the sum of x and y. How do you do the question?
X plus Y.
Mm-hmm.
Bracket
We bracket what?
the X plus Y.
Where's the more? Why?
Because they say the sum.
Correct. So in order to tell people, okay, my x and y, right, is one whole thing. So you need to give a bracket. What if you don't give a bracket? And then you just times 3. Product means 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So what if you just times 3? What you end up with here? You end up with just 3x plus y. Okay? But if you add a bracket, what you're going to get? First arrow, second arrow. And you end up with 3x plus 3y. Which is the correct answer?
The second.
Correct. This is the correct answer. This is wrong. So the importance of the bracket to tell people this is the whole thing. So we come back to this question. This is the whole thing. Okay? Good. Then of course then the next question. Yes, so the next question also you need a bracket here. Did you put a bracket? Or you make the same mistake? 对, you make the same mistake. No bracket. 这里. So without a bracket, you're supposed to get plus 6. But no bracket, then it becomes negative 6. Okay. Then another trick is if you end up with some funny answer, this is called funny answer. That means x is equal to 6, your mixed number, then you better double check your previous steps. Generally, the x is a whole number. -2, 4, whole number. Or half. Very nice one. If you end up with something funny, then you better question yourself. Most likely you have made a mistake somewhere. Are you clear? Okay, so let me just demonstrate to you how do you solve this question. So you're not supposed to make this kind of mistake anymore, because this is like so basic. I mean the bracket here. Okay? You can't be making mistakes like this at this stage. Okay? Because this is too basic already. Okay? So for me, what I will do is I will open the bracket first. Or maybe not. You know why? Because I see that I have different denominator. I need to make the same denominator. So what is the common denominator you choose?
12.
Why 12? Why not 24? Why not more? How do you decide? How do you decide common denominator? Yes, you use the technique HCF. Okay? So HCF, cannot already. Because no common. No common, right? Can you see no common? Okay, so it's 12. So if it's 12, you times a 4 here, right? 对吗?
Yeah.
So you have to write down. And this one, bracket times a 3, right?
Yeah.
This one no need bracket times 2. This side don't care first. Right hand side don't care first. Okay, so this one become 8 x plus 1 12. 3x times in. So far so good. So now you need to make the 4 also into something divided by 12. What you choose? 48, correct. So in fact the 4 you can see as what? 4 over 1, right? So the 4 you can see as 4 over 1. So once you have 4 over 1, then you times 12. Then you see that it should be 48 over 12. Then when you have all the 12, what you do? When you have all 12, what you can do? All denominator is 12. So, correct. Okay. So once you cancel, then you start to see is 8x. 8. Right? Then this one, like I say, you need to put a bracket. This one no need, plus 2x. Okay. Simple. Then of course, open the bracket further. Minus, minus, plus. Okay, x. Okay, underline similar term first. Not the similar, then move over. When you move over, you need to do? Very good. Plus 8, minus 8. Plus 6, minus 6. This one, you use your calculator, 5, 7x. This one, 40, 40 minus 6. Help me out. Help me out, what's the answer? I don't want to use my brain already. I use too much of my brain already. 什么? 34. Okay, good. So x is equal to? Help me out. Mixed number.
4 whole 6 over 7.
Okay, good. So the answer looks a bit weird, right? Okay, so yes. So when we get weird answer, we need to double check. Okay, if we double check, it's still weird, okay, we have to accept it. Okay, sometimes the answer can be a bit weird. Okay, can? So how do you check? Just 8. So 8x, 8. Okay, good. This one good. This one 3x minus 6. 3x minus 6 minus 6. Okay, good. Plus. Okay, good. Then 2. Okay, good. Done. Then this one is 48. Okay, good, good. So 5 minus. Okay, good. Yep, good. That's the answer. We have to take it. Okay. So yes, this is the answer. Okay, you make a mistake here. The plus 6. Okay, and then I see you do it another way. I show you the other way now. I'm not saying that way is wrong, so it's valid. But how do I copy? Oh, yeah, copy. Paste. Okay, let me show you the other way. The way you do just now. I think you have forgotten this way, right? Like cancel the denominator two up. Do you think this way is easier? Do you think this way is easier? Cancel the denominator two up.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you forget. So next time, please remember. Remember easier way, okay? Let me show you your way. No right or wrong, but if you can remember the easy way, please do the easy way. So you still do the 4, still do the 3, still do the 2. The 4 you remain there, okay? So it's 8x plus 8, 12. So you combine the left hand side, right? This is what you do, right? I need more space, so let me just move it over. So I open the bracket. So you see this as 4 over 1, right? Okay, then what you do, you just simplify here first. So 5, 7x plus 40. So you do cross multiply, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you do cross multiply, arrow down. Okay, then this is the equal sign. This is your right hand side. This arrow, can you see? This arrow is 7x plus 14 times 1, right?
Yeah.
So you come to the right hand side. So 7x plus 14 times 1. Okay, then this one, can you see? 4 times 12.
Yeah.
So it come to the left hand side. In between equal sign. Start with a equal sign, end with equal sign. So 48 is here. 7x is here. So times 1 means open up 14. So just move the 14 over lah. So you get 34. So you divide by 7, you get x. So you divide by 7. So can you help me out? Calculator. 34 divided by 7.
4/6 over 7.
Yeah, same answer lah. Yeah. Which one is easier? Delete denominator, right? Throughout, right? Okay, so up to you. Leave it to you. Okay, next. Okay, so yes, I was saying, right, the question here and here, they are similar. So let me demonstrate to you. Did you do this question? 好像没有啊.
No.
No, okay, good. So let's do this question now. Read the question, what they ask. Single fraction. So the question means make the two fraction into single fraction. That means combine. That means this kind of question is called combined fractions. Combined fractions. Repeat. Very good. So can I ask you? These two are fractions, right?
Yeah.
Combined fractions. How do you combine fraction for this? What's the technique?
You need to
Change
the denominator
to?
the same.
Okay, good. So basically the technique is, so to combine into a single fraction question, the technique is change to the same denominator. That means questions that require you to combine into a single fraction, the technique is, what's the technique? Read it out.
Change to the same denominator.
Repeat.
Change to the same denominator.
For what? For what kind of question?
Combine fraction.
Combine fraction what?
Into a single fraction.
Yeah. Whole sentence.
To change the same denominator.
Yeah.
To combine into a single fraction.
Correct. So can you see that this is also a single fraction question? So what's the technique? What's the technique?
Change to the same denominator.
Repeat.
Change into the same denominator.
Correct. So now let's see how we can change to the same denominator now. Let's start with the simple one. So you need to change the same denominator, right? So can you see that this is 2, this is 3. So for the 2 here, right, is short of the 3. For the 3 here is short of the 2. Right? So therefore you get what? 3 over 6 minus 2 over 6. So your answer is 1 over 6. Let me give you another example. Okay? So for the 12 here, right, compared to the 17 here, 12 is short of a what? 17. Okay? Then for the 17 here, compared to the 12, is short of a 12. Right? So therefore what you get? Like, help me out, use calculator.
85
Over
2/4.
next one. 这个
60.
and 204, right?
Yeah.
So this is the 25 over 204. Okay? So similarly, now let's look at this question. So this is 8p plus 3q plus 2p minus q. Okay? The question you ask yourself is, what you should ask yourself first? Can you see this is very complicated? Can you see it's very complicated?
Yeah.
So when it's complicated, what you need to do first, act first. First step. See if there is an opportunity for you to factorize. 8. Can you factorize 8?
No.
Can you factorize the p plus 3q?
No.
Can you factorize the 2p minus q?
No.
Can you factorize the 6p plus 18q?
Yes.
How? Try. You factorize what?
3. 4.
Something like this, right?
Yeah.
How do you know it's the 3? Why not something more? How do you decide?
Highest common factor.
Good. Start with highest common factor. So what you give first? 3, right?
Yeah.
2, 9, right?
Yeah.
No, 2, 6. 3 times 6 is 18, not 3. 3, 9 is 27 already. Lucky. So what you give yourself? Any more?
2.
2, 1, and 3, right? Any more?
No.
No. So what is the HCF now?
6.
So the HCF is 6. So that means it's not 3, 2. It should be
6.
6, 1. And here, not 3, 6. Here's 3, 6, yes. Or 6, 3 rather. Does it make sense? So once you have this, right, can you see that 6 is common? Take out, right? What you end up with? P plus 3q. Okay, good. Yes. So you can simplify or factorize. So that means this whole thing, this 6p plus 18q, you can write as this one, no? Right? Am I right? So now, I don't write this as this. I write the factorized format, which is 6. Understand? Understand how I changed the question into a factorized format? So, so now the question is, combined fraction, single fraction, right? What's the technique?
Change the same
Very good. Change your same
denominator.
denominator. Now ask yourself, you have p plus 3q here, right?
Yeah.
Then this is, what's this? 6 times bracket p plus 3q.
Yeah.
So now the question you ask yourself is, this one compared to this one is short of what?
The plus.
不是有 plus 哦 This p plus 3q compared to this 6 times bracket p plus 3q. What this one is short of? That means this one doesn't have what in this one.
Bracket.
Okay, add a bracket. What else? What else?
The 6.
The 6. Very good. It's important to realize that. So this, the first fraction here, for this one, because now our technique is to combine into a single fraction. The technique is make it the same, right? So now how to make it the same? This one, p plus 3q, is short of a 6. So if it's short of 6, I need to times a 6. Okay? Okay? Now, good. Then now, look at this. You times a 6 already, Then this denominator here, compared to this one, is short of what? Or no short of? Or good enough? Is it the same denominator already?
Yeah.
Is it the same denominator already? Without changing this one?
Yeah.
Is it the same already?
Yeah.
So if it's the same, do you need to change?
No.
Yep, no need. Continue. 6 times 8. Quick. If you cannot manage, it's okay. Just use your calculator and 什么?
48.
48. Below, just write down. Copy that means. The second one don't need to change, because nothing to change. Okay, then after that, combine, right? Can you see that they both have this? Then you can make it the same. Then on top is 48 plus 2p minus q. This is the answer. Done. Understand? Understand? So I make it the same, then after that just combine. Okay? Try one more. So now please do it 这里。Yeah. How do you do this question? So basically you have these two denominator. Any idea? Or no idea at all? What's the technique? What's the technique?
Change the denominator to the same.
Okay, good. So now ask yourself, this one compared to the 5, short of? Okay, very good. But can I ask you, do you think that this 2x plus 5, this 2x plus 5, and this 5, do you think this 5 and this plus 5 is the same thing? This plus 5 belong to the 2x, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that this thing should be seen as one whole thing?
Yes.
Can you split the 5?
No.
Do you think that you can split the 5 out?
No.
So you cannot single the 5 out. Okay? Then this 5 you can single it out. So in a way, right, if you look at this, right, 2x plus 5, right, compared to the 5, right, this one actually short of a 5. Okay? Then this 5 compared to this, now the latest denominator is short of what?
2x plus 5.
Correct. So wait, the one you short off, you need to times. Can you continue for me? Don't open the bracket for the denominator first. Just continue first. Oh, sorry, this is 4. Above is 4. I'm sorry. This is 4. Yeah. So after that, what you need to do, combine these two, you get, what do you get here? What do you get here? 10. Okay, good. Don't do anything to the denominator first. Then what do you get here?
8
And then?
plus 20.
Okay. What do you think? What do you do next? Combine. So combine. The denominator is 2x plus 5 times 5. Don't do anything. Yeah. What's above?
10
Mm-hmm.
20.
I'm having lesson. Sorry. I'm having lesson with this sister. Alright. Do you put a bracket on top? Do you know why you need to put a bracket?
The minus.
Can you not see there is a minus sign here? I'm having lesson, sorry. Having lesson with sister, no noise, please. Can? No noise, thanks. So you have a minus sign here, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you have a minus sign, everything behind must. Okay. Similar to the question just now. Can you see here? There is a minus sign here, right?
Yeah.
Anything behind the minus sign must. So can you see my bracket here? Plus, no need. Plus, no need. Okay? So therefore, this question, you have a minus here, quickly put a bracket. So if you put a bracket, right, then you end up with this one, and open the bracket, continue. So you just combine the numerator. This one no need, just leave it. So what's the final answer? Above?
Negative 10.
Just negative 10.
Minus 8x.
And then? And negative 10, right? Okay, good. So this is the answer. Okay, one more. How do you do this question? Ask yourself. Are they together or separate?
Okay.
When they are together? Okay, as long as you think that they are together, what you do? Bracket it first. What about this? A minus B. Now ask yourself. This A plus B, right? Together, compared to the A minus B, short of what? Short of what? This thing compared to this, short of what?
The sign is different.
No, actually, the sign is different, yes. But I'm not asking for different. I'm asking short of what? So it's in fact short of A minus B. So you know times A minus B. Okay? Then this A minus B, compared to the A minus B compared to this one is short of A plus B. That's why you need to times A plus B. Okay? Give you a few more. So just for you to get used to it. So this one, short of what? X and Y. So X compared to Y short of times what? Denominator.
Y.
Short of Y times Y. Then this one? Short of what?
X.
Times X. Clear? Three Y compared to Y. Short of what? Or no short? Short or no short?
No.
No short. So no change. Y compared to 3Y short of what?
3
Times 3 or plus 3?
times 3.
So when you short, just times. Done. Last one. How do you do this question? Focus on the denominator. Need to times anything? Why not? More than already. Not short already, right? What about this one? Short of what? 2. Times 2 or plus 2? So times 2. Then after that you continue. Okay? So then you get what? This one is 2. This one is 6. 2 plus 6. 8. Now comes the question. Can you see there is a 8 here? There is a 2 here. Can you split your 8 into 2 times 4? Can, right? Can you see that you have both 2 and 2? Cancellation, right? Right? Remember? Okay? So this is the combined single fraction question. Okay? Good. Yeah, so we can stop here for take a 5-minute break, then we can come back. Alright? 可以吗？Yeah. So it take a while to understand